I just had like such an amazing conversation with one of my neighbors. He lives on the first floor. I've known him since 2018. solid neighbor. And he was like taking out his garbage and stuff, and I was on my way out, and then we were talking a little bit, and he asked where I was headed. I said the dispo, like the dispensary. And I am just so glad for storytelling and people that are willing to share, because he's like, oh, you want to hear about my first time smoking weed? And I was like, sure, yeah, why not? And he told me the first story, and I was kind of like on my move and like keeping a steady pace with my errands tonight and stuff. So I was like, all right, man, I'll talk to you later. You have a good night, thank you. And he's like, wait, one more. And I'm so glad I stayed for that second story. He's just saying that the first time he smoked weed was, he smoked weed twice in his entire life, and the first time was in the 80s with some friends. And he said that he smoked weed in a forest and his entire body went numb, and then there was lightning and thunder, and that like scarred him. And then he tried smoking again in the 90s. And it was stale weed from on top of the refrigerator, and he smoked it, and he said that he like reenacted it for me. He like went in the car and he's like, nothing yet, and then he said, he's like, and then I smoked half that joint and I felt it all through my body, and I remembered somebody from the 80s told me how like drinking a bunch of milk reduces the high. And he's like, and then my wife's asking me later on, like, what happened, like, why is like half of the gallon of milk gone? She's like, yo, we got cereal for the kids this week, and you're drinking all the milk trying not to be high, like. And he's like telling me that 80s was like not the best time for music, but the 90s was the best time for music, and just an important, cool perspective, and how important it is to talk with our elders and ask questions. So there you go, some New York storytelling right here in the Bronx for you.